Hi, it's Capri Mulder from Bay City, Texas, bringing you the update on Jeffrey Taylor Pratt, and my message for you today is Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Can you imagine being so in love with God that He's all you want? And then number 2, He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters, like a beautiful green pasture and a beautiful still water that has so much beauty. That's where God brings us, and He brings us there to satisfy our souls. It says, He restores my soul, and He leads me in paths of righteousness for His name's sake. A path of righteousness is like what we're doing for Jeffrey Taylor Pratt. It's the right thing to do. And God has led us to this path, and we're doing it, and it's awesome. And it says, for His glory. He leads us in paths of righteousness for His name's sake, for His glory. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for Thou art with me. Thy rod and Thy staff, they comfort me. We go through seasons of death here in our life, and Jeffrey Taylor Pratt is an example. He's going through a season of the shadow of death, and we all go through times like that. I know I have, and you just feel like hopeless, lonely. It could be anything. It can be your health. It can be dying to a dream. It can be being heartbroken. You go through a season of death, and you just don't have a reason to live. And I just want to tell you, it says in here, His rod and His staff, they comfort you. God is so close. When you seek Him, He shows up. It says in Psalms, He is close to the brokenhearted and the crushed in spirit. He's right there to take us through. And it says, do not fear. He anoints our head. He prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies, and He anoints my head with oil, and my cup runneth over. Now, people these days are teaching when you're positive, your cup is half full, and when you're negative, your cup is half empty. Well, we're not going to go there. We're going to do this God's way. We're going to go for the overflowing cup. Okay, so, and I know that God's not talking about like a little teacup and you got your pinky sticking out there and you have your little teacup. No, we're talking about like the man-sized mug. Or, I mean, think about the bathtub maybe overflowing with water, like just flowing and water's going everywhere. That's the way God's ways are. That's the way God thinks. Much bigger than we think. So our cup runs over. And surely goodness and mercy will follow you all the days of your life, and you will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So what I'm talking about is not going to heaven. That's not dwelling in the house of the Lord forever. Dwelling in the house of the Lord forever is bringing heaven on earth. And it's when God is right there close to you. That's heaven on earth. That's dwelling in the house of the Lord forever. He's the one that brings us rest and peace in the green pastures. He's the one that fills our cup to overflowing. And even when we go through the valley of a shadow of death, or we're on a path of righteousness, He is close to us the whole way. I hope you enjoy my description of Psalm 23, and if you did, I pray and ask that you will go to www.grouprev.com/Jeffrey and give your donation on this path of righteousness that God is leading us in for His name's sake. We are excited to watch the $50,000 come in for Jeffrey Taylor Pratt's kidney, and thank you for being on this journey with us, and watch for more videos.